everyone. Welcome to another session of The Journey Within. I hope all of you all have been having a really good day so far. But even if you haven't been, this is your time to relax and unwind. Every time you have come here for meditation, we generally always have a setup ready. But today, owing to the topic we have chosen today, why are we here? I thought we should set our intention right and prepare for meditation together. All I have is one corner of a room that I have prepared for myself. Some nice plants in the background that always make me feel happy. So I ask you to do the same. Just find yourself a nice and peaceful corner where you can just sit and relax. For today, the preparation that I will do is sufficient for you to have a meditation. However, it can also be a beautiful guide for you to prepare a setup for your own meditation when you're meditating on your own. Sometimes it is just as simple as setting our intentions right, of slowing down, asking yourself, why are we here? Sometimes it is as simple as putting things together that have beautiful vibrations and that help us in concentrating more towards ourselves. A simple photograph of the founder of Sahaja Yoga, who has beautiful vibrations, is sufficient for the same purpose. So we always begin by placing her photograph so we can sit and have a meditation in her presence. It's almost like having your mother who cares about you, who beautifully worries about you and only wants the best for you. So like I said, sometimes just setting your intention right. As simple as putting a vase, as big or as small, with some beautiful roses or any kind of flowers that you have picked up from your own garden or purchased from the supermarket. As simple as lighting a simple candle. A tea light is just as good. Anything that sets your intentions right. That helps you slow down and creates a beautiful environment for you to sit and meditate. Another element is just a lamp that you can add for some extra light and warmth to make you feel like this is your intention, to sit and have a meditation and some time just for yourself. So I welcome you to the journey within. Now that we have our setup ready, let us sit down and just take one deep breath. Breathe in. Hold your breath and breathe out. I know your mind is racing And I know you might be worried about some things. Your day might be stressful or easy today. Depending on where you are, you may be in a lockdown, or things might have relaxed slightly. But the days are difficult, just the same for all of us. So let us remember we're all in this together. So one more time, let's take a deep breath. Breathe in. Hold your breath and breathe out. Try to see how you're feeling, your arms, your shoulders, your back. Are you nervous? Are you stressed? Are you anxious? You can know that by feeling your own body. Is it really tight? Is your neck really tight? Right now, for 15 minutes, just relax. Allow yourself to forget every burden that you have been carrying on your shoulder for 15 minutes. Again, I ask you one more time, relax your shoulders, move them side to side in circular motions. Move your neck slowly from left to the right, from back to the front, and relax. One more time, let's take a deep breath. Breathe in. Hold your breath and breathe out. Why are we here? Might seem like a very deep topic, but isn't this the most common question that knowingly or unknowingly we keep asking ourselves all the time? Especially when things are not working out for us. If things are not going as per our own plan, we tend to ask this question, like, why is this happening to me? Why am I even here? A very deep question, and we feel like nobody has the answer to that. Again, like setting our intentions right, I feel like it is imperative to break this question down into smaller segments to see what exactly is the trigger for this question in our own lives. For example, the job that we have, is that satisfying? Are we satisfied with the job we do? Or are we chasing more? Is it frustrating that we are not given due credit? Or we are not getting the promotion that we really deserve? Or my business is not doing as well as I would have wanted it to do? Is my job the reason for me to feel happy or sad? Where is the joy in that? Of course, the job is imperative for us to sustain. It is the means to an end. It is our source of income. But should that be the basis of how you feel about yourself every day? Is this why we're here? Waiting for the next promotion and thinking, maybe then I will feel happy. Maybe I should buy a house and then I will feel happy. Maybe I should change my job, then I will feel happy. Maybe I should change my city and then I will feel happy. Maybe I should get married and then I will feel happy. But when will that time come? That is an imperative question. Breaking this why we are here into a smaller part. The reason for us to be here is to seek the joy which is not dependent on any factor. Joy that comes from within. It is neither dependent on your job or your society or your living standard or your partner. It is not dependent on your children. It is just something that you can find within. And that is true. The joy lies within. So let us try to seek that joy within us. The first step is to look within. Now, the question is, how do we do that? First of all, let us place both of our hands on the Mother Earth. If you're sitting on a chair, you can just point your hands towards the earth. And if you're sitting on the floor like me, just place both your palms on the Mother Earth. Let us try to feel our connection with the earth. This earth, which is like a mother to us, is beautifully sustaining us, giving us everything that we require to sustain this life. The air we breathe, the fruits we eat, the vegetables we eat, the beautiful green sprawling gardens where the kids can play, beautiful trees that have flowers on them, everything that sparks joy, that makes us feel happy when we look at the beautiful nature around us. That is the joy we should seek within. So let us feel that connection with the earth and just say, thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you for everything that you provide to us. Thank you for the beautiful rain, the beautiful sun, the beautiful gardens, flowers, birds. Everything in the nature is just so beautiful. Mother Earth, we humbly pray to you. Please give us a little bit of gravity so our connection with you is forever maintained, so that our connection with you is the basis of the humility we can carry within us, so that every time I'm worrying as to why I'm here or why is this happening to me, you can give me the reason for my being. You can help me understand that just like you, I can have the gravity, the humility, the patience, resilience, and the beautiful joy. My connection with you is the basis of my innocence, and that innocence will always be my protection. So, Mother Earth, please bless me with the gravity, with your connection. Please help me slow down this racing mind. Help me slow down these thoughts that keep coming one after the other. Let me surrender all my worries in your laps, Mother. Let me surrender. This bag of worries that I have been carrying on my shoulder, day after day, month after month, year after year. For some time, I'm just going to take it off and leave it here, so you can handle it for me. Give me the faith, Mother, that I am being looked after. In this greater and grander scheme of things, I have a role to play which is very significant. My only prayer to you is, help me understand my role. Help me understand the purpose of my being. Let me move above and beyond all my worries, which are primarily all related to material world, material things, possessions, relations, jobs, security, satisfaction. Let me move above and beyond my anger and my frustration. Like a bird, let me soar up in the air and let me leave all these things below, so that the only thing that exists is joy and the realization within me that I am connected to this deep divine power which has created me. This power which is responsible for everything I do, for every step I take, for my well-being, for my existence, for every breath I take, for every heartbeat that I have, for every seed that sprouts and germinates. For that, I thank you, Mother. With your hands still on the earth, let us take a few minutes for this realization to set in, so that we can slow down and relax. With this realization and the right intention, let us breathe in a few more times. The only difference being that this time when we breathe in, we will hold our breath, and then while we exhale, we will say Om. And we will repeat this exercise 3 times. When we say Om, we are going to break it down into 3 syllables. A, U, M. The M is the M at the end. It's almost like A, U, M. Om. Now, while we're doing this exercise, when we say A, slowly raise your attention from the bottom of your spine and bring it midway towards your tummy. When we say U, from your tummy, raise your attention and bring it all the way till your throat. And when we say which is the M, the last syllable, raise your attention from the throat and bring it all the way on top of your head, which is the crown of your head. So it's almost like you breathe in, and while you're exhaling, you say A, U, all the while raising your attention slowly from the base of your spine and bringing it on the top of your head. So we will do this together. Keep your hands in your laps, palm facing upwards, and let's breathe in. Let's hold our breath. So the attention goes all the way on the top of your head. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe in. With the attention now on the top of our head, let us tell ourselves very, very firmly, I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am not the lies I say. I am not the tricks I play. I am not this ego, and I am not this mind. I am not these conditionings. I am just a pure spirit. I am the truth. I am the innocence. I am the wisdom. I am the satisfaction. I am creation. I am the collectivity. I am the security. I am the love. I am the self-respect. I am the forgiveness. I am the part and parcel of the divine. I am the self-realization. I am the self that realizes itself. If you're feeling anything on your hands or on the top of your head, and if it is cool, like a wind blowing on your hands or on the top of your head, just enjoy the bliss. If you're feeling slightly the heat or tingling, just surrender and still enjoy. We will now hear a quick 5-minute talk by the founder of Sahaja Yoga meditation, Her Holiness Shrimataji Nirmala Devi, where she answers the same questions of what is the purpose of our existence, or why are we even here. So you can keep your eyes closed and just try to listen with the attention still on the top of your head, so that all the questions we have can be answered in a way that we can understand.
You've got awareness which is much higher than that of anything that is living created. For example, an animal doesn't understand any beauty anywhere. An animal doesn't understand if there's anything filthy or dirty or something smelling awfully. Animal doesn't understand cleanliness. But human beings are so well created by God. They are so evolved that they can feel all these things. Much, much more than animals or any other thing that is ever created before. At this point of awareness, also, we start thinking about something that is of the beyond. We start thinking that this is not the end of life. Why God has created us? Why did He create us out of amoeba with such care, with such love, with such delicacy? Why has He created us to be a human being? Is there any purpose in our life? Or are we just here to exist like animals and die? At the most having some insurances to be paid for our children? Is that the end of this human life which is being created with such care for thousands of years? A little cell of amoeba, or say a little unicellular animal, has gone through such a tremendous change to become a human being with this fantastic awareness. Why? Why has he come on this earth? Such a question must arise in every intelligent mind. And when such a question arises, the search starts in the real way. Before this, all the search we have had, as animals I would say, has been up to a point we can say that it was for our preservation, for our food, for our excretion, and all such things. But the real search has started in a very deeper way, which manifested at the human stage. What is the purpose of our living? We are seeking our wholesomeness. We are trying to find out our significance in the whole. Why do we exist in this world as an entity? And this search has really taken up very, very seriously all over the world during the last 50 to 60 years. Can you imagine? It was never that widely acclaimed or asked for as it is. There were few people. In a million, one would come up to ask a question like that. For example, at the time of Raja Janaka, who was a great saint and a great Sahaja, we can call him, one man called as Nachiketa came to him and asked him, "Sir, what am I?" So Raja Janaka, who was a householder, who had not renounced the world, he told him, "My child, don't ask me this question. The time has not come. But if you want to know the question, then you have to pass through certain tests." It's a big story about Raja Janaka, how he gave him realization. So there was one man mentioned at that time who came to ask, "Who am I?" But today the situation is very different. Very, very different. And there are thousands of people who are seeking, even in this country, in a very sincere way. Not only in this country, all over the world, as I said it, but in the West, the quest is much more evident. Because the quest that started Earlier in the human mind was first about the knowledge of all the elements around us. And they wanted to know what these elements can provide us. When they started seeking that, they discovered science, they discovered all the utility of the elements for our day-to-day life. By doing all that, it happened that we have overcome most of our problems to exist. We have lots of time. We didn't know what to do, except that if we do not spend them in the pubs and things like that. I mean, we have really a lot of time. And a feeling that we must save time started growing very strong in the modern human being. This came to us because there was an urge to see. The time we needed to meditate, to find out, what are we? Now, when I'm speaking to you about something, what we are and what we have to be, you are not to take me for granted either. That would be very wrong. Because if there is blind faith, it's not going to help you at all. If it is also a denial, it is not going to help you. It's a very simple, practical, common sense, I can tell you how. For example, I say that there is a room, a big room beyond this. Now, if you sit in this room and say, oh, I do believe you, you do not go and see the room. Secondly, if you say, no, I deny, I don't believe you, still you don't see the room. So both ways it's just the same. So what you have to do, that is to see them. And this is how you are going to see about the Kundalini, all these forces that are existing within us, with that open mind, that let us see. If it is so, it's a very great thing. Actually, human beings should be really very much thankful that there is a purpose in their life. That God has created them for a very great purpose. He has created them so that He can bestow His kingdom to them. So that as a very, very loving and compassionate Father, He could manifest His life, His whole entire desire, by giving you what He has is His kingdom. Is a fact. That's why He has created us. And for that, He has made all the arrangements within us. As you would know that we have done nothing whatsoever to become human beings. I mean, nothing at all, and we cannot do it. I mean, if you ask any one of the scientists to evolve a monkey into a human being, they cannot do it. You try anything, you cannot. That evolution has come to us effortlessly. We have done nothing about it. Let us accept this much, that we have done nothing about it. So, we have to know also that if we have to go further with it, if there is something missing still within us, we cannot do it, anything. It has to work out by His will. It is His plan that is going to work it out. If we accept that, it's a very big acceptance. Because once you accept such a situation, then you know that you have to just watch and see. For example, when I tell you that within us lies all these three forces that are showing here, you have to see for yourself if they are there. Now, we have shown here the three forces within us working. One which you can see, the left side one, which comes from brain on the left hand and goes right hand and goes to the left hand. The another force that comes from the left hand and goes to the right hand. What is the reason for movement and all that is a very big argument, and it's a very big subject, which you can say is a thing that works here is the refraction of the energy. Now the energy that comes to us first from the right to the left is the energy of our existence. Unless and until we exist, there is nothing can go on. It's just existence. Your emotional being is just what you are, created by your past. Is your desire to exist. The greatest desire in the human being is to exist. If this desire diminishes, then one should know that that person is a gone case.
I hope you have your attention still on the top of your head. And if not, I would just say try to raise your attention from the base of your spine and slowly move it over your belly, through the center, over your chest, throat, forehead, and bring it on the top of your head. And just like we heard in the talk right now, let us humble down and be grateful for the existence, for our own very existence. And let us say thank you for the life we have. For everything that we have. Let us pray for forgiveness, for humility and love, self-respect and kindness for one and for all. Let us be forgiving for everything that we feel has gone wrong. Whether it is this pandemic, the country we live in, the state we live in, the environment around us, let us forgive everything. And with this love and kindness, the joy will always follow. So I request you to be in this state of meditation for a few more minutes while I play some music for you. And then whenever you are ready, if you've meditated with us before, you would know how to raise your Kundalini and put yourself in a bandhan. If you're new, I would just request you to humble down, fold your hands in a namaste, and just have gratitude for the beautiful meditation that you've just had. So feel free to meditate and put yourself in bandhan and finish the meditation as and when you're ready. As always, happy meditating.